Yes, guys, how na dey? See, let's talk transfer because in the last 24 hours, a lot of transfer deal has been done, and right now a lot are still going to be done because it's just about 9 days or 10 days to start the new season. And right now, Benjamin Sesko has agreed to join Manchester United instead of Newcastle from RB Lesby. That is amazing one. They have been dragging this transfer from like 2 weeks or 3 weeks now. And Kenan Disbury all has been done to Liverpool from Chelsea. And Guiu has joined Sunderland from Chelsea. And the amazing one is Darwin Nunez, from Liverpool to Hilal. Right now, we are going to break it down and let you know what has been going on between this club and that club. Now let's go into it. Now let's talk about Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko right now has agreed to join Manchester United because this deal has been going on for the past like 2-3 weeks now. Initially Newcastle wanted to sign this guy and they submitted 90 million euros, but they have not gotten the green light from the player. So around 2 days ago, Manchester United entered the race and they submitted 85 million euros, and they are discussing with the clubs and they are waiting for the players to give them a green light, whether it's going to join Newcastle or Manchester United. But this morning the news came out and said Benjamin Sesko has agreed to join Manchester United and they are trying to sign him as soon as possible, because the season is just around the corner. In the next 9 to 10 days, the season is going to start, and they want to accelerate the deal so that the player can join the club. Right now what I see there is that Manchester United, they are not in the Champions League, they are not in the Europa League, and what Manchester United have over Newcastle is the name. I think despite the fact that they are not going to Champions League and the player choose them, and dig Newcastle that will be playing in the Champions League. What I see is that Manchester United have the name and have the pedigree over Newcastle. That is why those players are choosing them, because of the wages, or maybe because of the name or the project. But I don't think so, because Newcastle have the structure and they have the wages. But the only thing is that probably the money and the name, because Manchester United is one of the best clubs in the world. So you cannot say you have Newcastle, you have Manchester United, and you want a player to go and join Newcastle over Manchester United. I don't think every player wants to join Manchester United, despite the fact that they are not playing in the Champions League. But my own problem with these players is that what guarantee the players that Manchester United are going to qualify for Champions League next season? Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. But I think this transfer window, is going to be a traumatized one for Newcastle, honestly, because they wanted to sign João Pedro, and Chelsea signed the guy. They wanted to sign Ugo Ekitike. The guy went to Liverpool, and now they wanted to sign Benjamin Sesko, and the guy said no, I wanted to go to Manchester United. And right now the guy is on his way to Manchester United. It's going to be a big one on Newcastle on this transfer window this season, honestly. Now let's talk about Kenan Disbury all. Disbury all to Everton from Chelsea has been done and sealed. And I think this move is good for Chelsea. This business is good for Chelsea, and the move is good for the player. The reason is that Disbury all does not have enough minutes at Chelsea, and I'm not blaming him for moving to Everton, because I think at Chelsea he will not be able to make it to the first team, because you have the likes of Kopama, you have the likes of Enzo Fernandez, you have the likes of Moses Caicedo, and Disbury all at Chelsea is just a team player. He's not a team player at Chelsea, because he's only going to be coming in as a sub for probably Kopama or Enzo Fernandez. That is why the move is good for him to Everton, where he will be getting more minutes and where he will be able to play week in, week out. And I think the business is good for Chelsea for 28 million pounds, but 25 million guaranteed and 3 million pounds as on. And this guy has maintained the level of professionalism at Chelsea, because he doesn't mourn, he doesn't cry, he doesn't give any problem, because we have not heard any complaint from this guy, even though he's not playing that much. So Kenan Desbury, I think some Chelsea fans are saying he's already a legend, because he won 2 trophies in the space of 1 year. He won the Conference League and he won the FIFA Club World Cup. I think he has made a name for himself at Chelsea. So kudos to him and good luck to Kenan Desbury at Everton. Now let's talk about Mark Guiu. Mark Guiu is just 18 or 19 years and he has moved from Chelsea to Sunderland. And I think Sunderland wanted to buy Mark Guiu from Chelsea, but Chelsea said no, they don't want to sell Mark Guiu because they see him as one of the prospects in this Chelsea project. So they prefer to loan him to a Premier League club. That is why they prefer him to go to Sunderland, so that he can have a Premier League experience. And right now, I think in his loan clause, Chelsea has some kind of clause in the contract that he needs to play a certain minute in Premier League from now to the end of season. And I think it's going to benefit Mark Guiu a lot. I think in the next season he's coming back to Chelsea, probably as a second striker or as a third striker. I think it's good for him. It's good for his development, because at Chelsea he's not getting that minute except in the Conference League that they played last season. And the move, we are going to see more of him playing for Sunderland as a lone or as a top striker in the team, in Sunderland's team. So I think the move is good for him, and everyone will see how he'll be able to cope with the intensity and physicality of the Premier League. So you need to watch out for Mark Guiu next season at Sunderland. So I think the move is good for him and Chelsea. Both parties is going to be benefit from this deal. Now let's talk about Elliott from Liverpool to RB Leipzig. And I think RB Leipzig are trying to sign Elliott from Liverpool to replace outgoing Xavi Simon. Every one of us know Chelsea are trying to sign Simon from RB Leipzig, and I think signing Elliott from Liverpool will be a good sign for RB Leipzig, because I think Elliott will also keen to move, because he's not going to get minutes at Liverpool, especially when they have signed a lot of players this season. So the best for him is to move to a place where he can play week in, week out. And I think RB Leipzig will be a good one for him to move there, honestly. And right now, let's talk about the big one. Darwin Nunez from Liverpool to Hilal. The deal is almost done, because Darwin Nunez wanted to leave Liverpool because a lot of Liverpool fans has been shouting, leave the club, you are not the type of striker we want. And the guy said, initially the guy wanted to move to Italy, Napoli, but I think the deal was collapsed. And right now, Hilal has came in and they wanted to buy Darwin Nunez from Liverpool. And I think the deal is almost done. And right now, Liverpool has signed Ugo Ekitike, and they are looking to sign Alexander Isak from Newcastle. So if he refuses to move, or if he insists to stay, I don't think he'll be able to play at Liverpool. So the best option for him is to move to another club where he will be prioritized as a number 9 or as a striker. So this is why he's moving from Liverpool to Hilal. But right now, at the moment, the deal is almost done. I think 95% done. And before, in the next couple of hours or days, the deals will be done. I will go to here we go about the deal. So this is what I have for you about transfer deal at this moment. So guys, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do not hesitate to subscribe. Give me that big thumbs up, and please press that notification bell so that I will be the first person to be notified whenever I drop a new video. So guys, thanks for watching, and no cap.